Rob, how big was that fifth inning, both Ranger getting out of that jam, and then you tack on the bottom of the fifth, and you kind of coast without touching any of your high leverage guys?
Yeah, that was huge. You know, obviously we swung the bats well tonight, got some pitches to hit and capitalized. You know, 5 home runs, and I thought Ranger really threw the ball well. He's really strong, good sinker. All the secondary pitches were good. He got a lot of soft contact. So that was a big inning, just to be able to stay away from Alvarado and Sir Anthony. So it was big.
And then just those guys, they've all had 4 days down now going into tomorrow. I mean, how good do you feel about where your bullpen's at here, 2 wins away from a World Series?
Yeah, I feel good about it, you know, because we have some guys rested for sure, but you know, everybody we've used so far has really pitched well and really executed. So I feel good about that.
Go to the second row.
Rob, what did you think of the night that Ranger had, and just how much do you think he fed off of that catch that Castellanos made in the first inning?
Yeah, that kind of Casty's catch, first pitch of the game, kind of set the tone for our defense. I thought we played very well defensively. I thought Ranger really pitched well. I mean, the poise is through the roof. Nothing really bothers him. He just executed all night long.
Like throughout the game, there were several times where like Harper was giving information to other guys. Just a lot of information being passed along about what to expect from the colors.
We've been doing that all year. These guys, they're always talking, communicating what they're seeing, what the pitches look like to them when they're standing in the box. So that's pretty normal.
Other questions for Rob? Back to the first row.
With Gibson going tonight, Syndergaard for Game 5, or do you still want to see how tomorrow goes before you commit to anything there?
No, it'll be Syndergaard, Game 5.
Other questions? In the third row on your right, Rob.
What did you think of the atmosphere tonight from the fans?
They're like the Eagles. They get better every game. It was really something. Yeah, it was really good.
And then Bryce, the home run in the first inning. You know, how big was that? You know, you mentioned the Castellanos catch, but Bryce there too, the offense.
Yeah, that was kind of got the offense going and got everybody energized, and yeah, it was really good.
I'll take a couple more for Rob. Barry.
Hey, Rob, what can you say about Harper and the way he's played since coming back from the injury?
Well, he's been outstanding during the postseason and leading into the postseason. He got off to a little bit of a slow start because he was off so long and his timing wasn't right, and it takes some time. But since the postseason started, he's been on fire. This is what he did last year, the entire second half. It was that good.
We'll finish up in the first row.
Yeah, Rob, going back to Rangers, he's had some big games this postseason. Now, tonight, maybe starting his most important game so far in his career. How much you've seen the growth of Ranger over these last couple of weeks by having these big matchups?
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, it doesn't really surprise me because I know the heartbeat that doesn't change at all. Doesn't matter what scenario we're in. I know the stuff. He competes and he's very calm.
Hi, Bryce. So, I mean, history of postseason, the great players rise to the occasion, Reggie, Barry Bonds, etc. How do you feel about where you're placing yourself in the legacy of all these great hitters?
No, I'm just so focused on winning. You know, I'm not focused on anything else besides that. Just having the opportunity to come in here, and grateful for the opportunity to be here, and just grateful to be here with this team and this organization, and not really worried about anything else.
And just backup question, follow up. How tough was it coming back from the injury, getting your footing again at the plate, and then getting to where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, I try to flush it as best as possible, knowing that the season is done, right? The season was done. Everybody goes back to zero, and all you do is worry about winning as a team, and at an individual or as an individual as well. So just trying to have the best of bats I can. Grateful for the opportunity to even be here and playing this great game, and just doing the things I can to help my team win each night.
First row on your left, Bryce Marcus.
Bryce, the last swing you had in Citizens Bank Park helped win the NLCS, and the next swing you had started this barrage. How much of a momentum factor do you think that swing was in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, just walking into the ballpark. I mean, just being back home, I think is such a momentum swing for us, just for the pure fact of our fan base. I mean, we all come in here and we're ready to go and we're excited to get on the field because we know they're going to show up, and there's going to be 46,000 people here screaming and yelling, going crazy, and this whole city is so excited to be in this moment, and we're just thrilled to be able to play in front of them and have this opportunity and just be here with them.
Were you sitting on the pitch that you got? Did you get what you expected?
No, I mean, of course, he throws that slider and that curveball heavily, but at the same time, I didn't want to get beat by anything else. So I just tried to see the best pitch I could and took a good swing on it.
The third row on your far right, Bryce. Barry.
Bryce, in terms of your routine, daily routine, have you changed anything from the regular season to now, and are you really locked in with just from the time getting up to the ballpark with doing the same things repeat?
Yeah, I mean, I think me and Kevin have just stayed the course. I mean, that's all you can do. Like I said, you don't really worry about the regular season when the postseason turns. When it turns to October, right? I mean, everybody starts at zero and you get going and stay with the same routine, same mindset. You don't want to change too much because it's your routine. You want to come in every single day ready to go. No matter 4-4, 0-4, as long as your team's winning and you're doing the best you can, that's all you can ask for.
Stay there with Chelsea.
Hey, Bryce. It looked like before Bohm's first at bat, you called him over and said something to him. What did you say, if you can share it? Did you pick up on something that you wanted to share? Because obviously it turned out fairly well for him. No, I mean, I think anytime you have information, you want to be able to, give that to your teammates at any point. So anytime I can help my teammates, throughout the whole season, we've done that. And, yeah.
Standing on your left, Bryce, Todd. No, he's good. So on your right, I'll go to Kyle.
Hey, Bryce. You guys tied a World Series record with 5 homers in a game today. This is a lineup built on power. What do you make of just how much juice you guys have top to bottom?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, we all talk about the top of our lineup, right? But also the bottom of our lineup. I mean, our rookies, and we call them our daycare, right? I mean, they showed up for us all year long, and it's been fun to watch. I mean, it's another young guy and another young guy and another young guy. I mean, Marshy had a great day today. Bryce and I thought took some really good swings, and then our top end of our lineup as well. So, I mean, each guy in our lineup, we have all the faith in the world in them to go out there and perform, and we just got to keep doing that the next 2 days. Sorry.
A couple more for Bryce. Second row on your left.
Bryce, what did you think of the outing from Ranger Suárez tonight, and just overall from the pitching staff against a pretty good offense?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never shocked when Ranger goes out there and does that. It's just who he is, and that's just, he's a no heartbeat guy. He goes out there and, they announce his name. He probably had no idea that they were even announcing him, or, people were going crazy because that's just how he is. It's so much fun to watch. His demeanor out there, he just pitches, and he goes out there and pitches to his strengths and his ability. And, it's always fun to be able to see him get a ground ball back to him too, or a line drive, because he's so at ease about everything that he does, and it's just so much fun to watch.
You guys kind of feed off that swagger when he's out on the mound and just acting like things are just totally under control?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a team, from Rob Thomson all the way down to, anybody, we just try to come in here and play the best baseball we can, and we never have that panic mentality or anything like that. So I think if we can all come in just with that daily mindset of, hey, we're going to go out there and play the best baseball we can and have that mindset, I don't think anybody's going to beat us.
Finish up in the third row on your right.
What is it about this place, the city, the fans, the organization, that really, for you, has allowed you to come into your own and kind of take this next step in your career?
I mean, all of it, right? I mean, them giving me the opportunity to be here, of course. Mr. Middleton giving me that opportunity. All the way to our fan base for opening their arms to me and my family, giving me that shot. And my teammates as well, same thing. So, I mean, we're all family here, man. We all try to come in here and play the best baseball we can, knowing that we have a whole city behind us, and, we have a whole organization behind us as well. I mean, that's all, you can ask for as a player, knowing that, the people behind you have your back, and, if that's your manager, if that's, your GM or president, or, your owner as well. And I mean, the fan base, it's just, it's so much fun. I mean, they showed up tonight knowing that we needed them, and, they continue to do that. It's a really good Houston team over there. They've been here. They've been in all situations before, and to be able to come in here and win, the first game here was huge for us.
Bryce, great game. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
appreciate it. Ranger Suárez is here.
Ranger, tu manager Thomson habló de tu sinker y de tus picheos secundarios. ¿Qué sentiste de esos picheos que mejor te funcionó y qué te pareció el apoyo del público desde el mismo momento en el que te presentaron cuando estabas calentando.
Sí, mira, el zinc hoy trabajó excelente, tuvo buen movimiento hoy, el core, el cambio, los tiré hoy bien, me funcionaron que batearon bastantes roles.
Yeah, the sinker had, the sinker worked excellent tonight. It had really good movement, and my cutter and my changeup were really good too. I induced a lot of grounders with those pitches.
Sobre los fanáticos hoy, excelente, como siempre lo han hecho en la postemporada y durante la ronda regular. Creo que eso te da un plus y te da más confianza a tú como lanzador.
And to touch on the fans, they were excellent tonight, as always. They definitely gave you a plus. It's they inject that energy that you don't get anywhere else. So really, the whole postseason, they've been wonderful.
And right up front.
Ranger, me parece que mantienes, felicidades antes que nada por el triunfo, pero me parece que mantienes la misma cordura y la misma postura en todo el juego sin importar lo que sucede en el entorno. ¿Cómo le haces para mantener esa calma? What I asked him was, he maintains the same posture, the same calmness throughout the full game, regardless of what's going on around him. So how do you maintain that posture the whole game?
Sí, creo que no importa el juego como vaya, siempre tienes que mantener eso que tú tienes, y eso creo que es una de las cosas que me ayudaron hoy y me ha ayudado en toda la temporada, mantenerme enfocado en lo que estoy haciendo y no perder la cabeza en cosas que pasen.
I mean, regardless how the game is going, you gotta, just keep your composure. That has helped me throughout the year. It has always helped me in my career, so it's something that I do all the time.
Second row on your right.
Yeah, Ranger, how much did you feed off the energy of the home runs hit by the 5 home runs tonight? How much did that kind of pump you up and to keep it going tonight?
Sí, ¿cómo te ayudó que metieron 5 jonrones, la energía que eso te inyectaba?
Sí, mira, desde los primeros innings, Harper, Bohm, March, Suárez, los jonrones que dieron, siempre te ayudan porque estar arriba en el juego siempre te va a ayudar a ejecutar mejor picheo, a tener más confianza como lanzador.
Yeah, I mean, the 5 homers were wonderful. Harper, Bohm, March, Schwarber, they all were great. And when you are, up in the game, when you got that run support, it's much better. It gives you more confidence on the mound. It allows you to do more stuff on the mound.
Second row on your left.
Ranger, the game begins with that pop fly to right field that Castellanos comes in and makes the sliding catch. Just what was going through your mind at that point, and how much did that help you kind of settle in from the early stages?
El juego comenzó con esa jugada castellana que fue increíble. ¿Cómo eso te ayudó para...?
Sí, fue una jugada increíble y me pasó por la mente que si así empezamos, no quiero imaginar cómo terminamos. Tuvimos tremenda defensiva hoy. Muchos roles que Boomer en la tercera, en la segunda base, en el shortstop, todo hicieron tremendo trabajo. Castellano tuvo tremendas jugadas hoy y nos ayudó bastante hoy.
Yeah, I mean, that was an incredible play to start the game. And it actually made me think about it. It's like if we start like this, I mean, we're only going to finish even better. So I had great defense throughout the whole game. Bohm, the middle fielders, Casti, I mean, they all did a really, really good job defensively.
Second row on your far left.
Hey, Ranger. Going off that question about your slow heartbeat, is that something that you've always had, or was it something that you had to teach yourself, or does it just come naturally? Like, where does that come from?
Sí, hablando de eso que tú siempre tienes, ¿sabes? Los pálpitos de corazón lentos. Si eso es algo que tú aprendiste o siempre ha sido así.
No, creo que siempre he sido así. Como le dije adelante, no importa lo que pase en el juego, siempre tienes que mantener la gordura ahí en el montículo, y eso es una de las cosas que me ayudó.
I mean, I've always been like this. It's nothing new. And like I answered before, it's something that you got to keep your composure throughout the game, regardless of the outcome, regardless of what happens in the game. It has helped me a lot in my career, so I'm not going to change it.
Secondly, you've been in this organization for 10 years, I think. You signed in 2012. Have you been able to reflect on just that journey and where you've come from and now being able to contribute in the World Series?
Tienes en esta organización de 2012, si has tenido tiempo para reflexionar, para ver hacia atrás y decir, wow, todo lo que he hecho, hasta mira dónde hemos llegado.
Sí, creo que desde que firmé con Filadelfia soñé con llegar a una serie mundial con Filadelfia y mira, se nos está dando este año y que es lo que quiere todo Filadelfia, ganar la serie mundial.
Yeah, ever since I signed with the Phillies, I dreamt about making it to a World Series, and look at us now. You know, we're here, and it's not something. It's not only that I want this. I know if the city of Philadelphia also wants it, so I'm very happy for them too.
Do two more in the first row here.
All right, so mine is a two-parter. Sorry. So the first one is, in games that you appear, the Phillies are 5-0 during the postseason. Do you have any comments on that? That's the first one. The second one is you're the second Venezuelan pitcher in MLB history to win a World Series game. How does that feel?
La primera es, tienes todas las apariciones de 5-0 vas en las apariciones, el equipo ha ganado cada vez que tú apareces en el juego, que actúas en el juego. Y la segunda es que eres el segundo pitcher venezolano que ha ganado un juego de Serie Mundial. ¿Cómo te hace sentir eso?
Sí, mira, creo que, como dije, creo que salimos a divertirnos en el juego. Salimos a divertirnos allá afuera y creo que eso es una de las cosas que me ha ayudado a ganar 5-0 cuando yo lanzo. Y hacemos carrera temprano y siempre estamos luchando.
You know, about your question, you know, that we're 5-0 when I appear in games. I honestly just go out there to have fun, and I think the team does the same thing. You know, we all go out there, we all take the field to have fun, and so that's obviously a great, that's a great feeling.
La segunda, el primero creo que fue Lester Striker en ganar un primer juego en una serie mundial.
El segundo, Freddy García.
Freddy García lanzó el primero. Sí, como cuando firmé, Lester Striker siempre me decía que como fue el primer venezolano en lanzar una serie mundial, siempre me inculcó esas cosas, que jugar una serie mundial es, o sea, lo más bonito que hay para un pelotero, y por eso era una de las cosas que yo quería llegar a una serie mundial, y mira dónde estamos.
So yeah, the first Venezuelan that won a World Series was Freddy Garcia, but I was lucky enough to have Lester Striker by my side, back when I was younger in the academy, or like going up through levels. And one of the first thing he told me was that it's a very beautiful thing to make it to a World Series. You know, as a Venezuelan guy, you're coming out like from a different place, and you're here. People love you. You know, it's a great feeling to have, to experience.
We'll finish up to your right, guys.
Ranger, sencillamente lo que has podido aprender de estas aperturas, porque parece que cada juego que lanzas en la postemporada es uno más grande que otro, por la situación en la que está el equipo y también lo que te toca hacer a ti. ¿Cuánto sientes que has crecido en ese aspecto en este mes de octubre y hasta hoy?
Sí, creo que es la confianza que tenemos ahora mismo, el equipo, que salimos a divertirnos. Creo que esa es una de las cosas que me ayudaba a tener buena salida.
The result that we've gotten so far have brought a lot of confidence, to myself, and again, just the fact that we go out every day to have fun, it helps. Like it's a great feeling to have overall.
Alec, what did Harper tell you?
Nothing.
And just, well, I'll try another redirect. Could you just reflect on how far you've come from April and what happened in April to now? Just does it seem a bit surreal, just how things have sort of turned for you?
Yeah, a little bit. And, a lot of people have had my back, and, thankful for all of them. And, all the guys in the clubhouse, staff, fans, everybody's had my back, so just really appreciative of that.
In the back left, Tim?
Did what Bryce told you help you in your at-bat?
Maybe.
Rob was talking about how throughout the year you guys regularly share information with each other what a pitch looks like, what the other pitcher's throwing, etc. How much has that that habit helped you guys collectively this year?
Yeah, I mean, look, up and down the lineup, we got
guys that are, known as some of the best hitters in our game. So I'd be foolish not to talk to them, and see what they're seeing and see what they've got. So, and these guys have also been around, 5, 6, 7 years longer than I have. So, they've seen these guys throughout their careers, and they've seen, different things. So I think just picking at that and, them being willing to share and trying to set, the rest of us up for success.
Stay there with Russell, then Chelsea.
Hey, Alec, you guys are a confident group by nature, but it seems like with every round, you guys have gotten a little bit more confident, especially offensively. Have you started to feel that internally in the clubhouse?
Yeah, I think all year we've kind of, known what we have and, felt good about our team and, known that everywhere you look on our roster, we got, really good players, some experience, and so, we should be confident. And I think, the more you show yourself, you belong in these situations, I think that confidence just naturally grows.
On your third row on your right, Chelsea.
Alec, what were you guys able to take advantage of against McCullers tonight? I mean, obviously, not a lot of teams kind of put on the performance that you guys did.
Look, I mean, again, a lot of really good hitters in the lineup. I think, tonight we were locked in and, collectively we got a few mistakes and we didn't miss them. Any given night you can get those mistakes and, maybe foul it off or miss it or whatever. But, tonight we had a couple homers that didn't really go out by much and a couple that went out by a lot. So, I think, game of inches and there was a couple mistakes and, we got them.
Up front here, right, Greg?
For those of us who don't see you every day, how does this thing kind of build with the crowd and the home runs and the energy in this? You could almost see this thing as you guys picked up momentum and the home runs kept on coming.
You feel it, right? It's a big momentum game. Scoring a couple runs and then getting a shutdown inning and then come back scoring a couple more, it keeps the ball rolling. And I think when you got an atmosphere like that and it just keeps growing, I think just the momentum continues.
Second row on your right.
Yeah, the first home run by Harper, that kind of, I guess, got the energy going. How did it affect both the offense and the defense and also Ranger Suárez on the mound?
Right. I mean, I think it gets the offense going, energizes the whole building, and, I think defensively it gets Ranger a lead, and, he gets to go do what he does best, fill up the zone, get ground balls, pitch to contact, and, get quick outs. And, tonight there was some balls hit right at people, and we were able to make the plays, and, Ranger was terrific. So I think, setting that up and then having the lead for the bullpen, those guys come in, do their thing, and, it went pretty well tonight.
Take a couple more. Far back in the center, Tyler.
Yeah, Alec, they said that your home run was the 1,000th in World Series history. I guess, what do you think of that? And is it kind of cool that it came on a night when you guys hit so many home runs?
Yeah, I mean, really cool. I mean, we all grew up watching the World Series and doing all that. So, yeah, just to even be here is, pretty cool thing. And to be a small part of history is, again, pretty special, I guess, for sure.
And on your right, Kyle.
Alec, between Schwarber's homer to the second deck at Petco and Bryce's homer in the NLCS to tying a World Series record with 5 homers tonight, you guys have had some really impressive power displays this postseason. Just what do you make of how much thump you guys have top to bottom in this lineup?
Yeah, a lot of big homers. I think, the thing that to me is more impressive than that is just the at-bats and how, guys aren't trying to go up there and just hit homers. We're hitters, and, guys are working at bats, guys are taking singles the other way, and sometimes they make a mistake and we get them. But I think it's just a collective group effort of just having good at bats and trying to move the line along and get the next guy up and set him up for success. And you look back and Schwarber hit one 450 feet, and now Bryce is coming up now. It's a deep lineup, so I think when we get momentum and guys are, building on each other, that's just, kind of what happens.
Do one or two more. Third row on your right.
Tonight aside, just in general, how has Bryce maybe helped you, taught you anything just about being a hitter, being a big leaguer, just things like that? How has he been in that as a leader?
I mean, Bryce probably sets one of the best examples out of anybody in the league of just how to show up and play the game. So, I mean, just to be in the dugout with him, watch him be on the field with him, you know, he's always showing you how it's done. So he doesn't have to say much, but he's always trying to lend that hand and, you know, make the team better. So I think just the example he sets every day is really what, you know, makes him the leader he is.
One last one for Alec. All right, Alec. Oh, we'll finish up in the center here.
Hey, sorry. That very first out of the game, right field to Nick. At this point, do you just assume he's making that play, or what's your reaction off the bat there?
Yeah, I see a blooper over to right field. I picture Nick sliding in and catching it and laying on the ground. Just, yeah, that's a picture I see when I see a ball go out there.